Hey, good morning. Welcome to Salty Flag TV. It's been a little while since I made a video, but I wanted today to talk about real quick the Ford problem with the 6R80 transmissions with this thing. This is the lead frame, okay? This is not a video that you would watch to do the replacement. There's some good videos out there for that. What this is just to talk about things you need to think about before you spend the money, take it somewhere to do a replacement. Because I just went through this, and there's a few options, and you can spend some extra money if you are not careful. Okay, so first thing, the Ford OEM lead frame, this thing right here, okay, not available. When I went to the Ford dealership, 15,000 of them on back order. My guess is, based on what they told me when I was up there, that their priorities are customers that are under warranty, because it's a 10-year, 150,000-mile warranty. So getting one of those from Ford is next to impossible. The second thing, you can buy these aftermarket from Dorman or on Amazon. Probably Chinese made. If I had to guess, I'd say the Dorman's Chinese made. I don't know that to be 100% sure, but a lot of their products are made in China. So I read some forums on that. You can get them for just almost the same price as the OEM, about 200 bucks. But I read some forums, and people had bad luck with them. They put them in, they didn't work from the get-go. They worked for a little while. So I had mixed reviews on that, and it's not a hard job. It's just kind of, it takes a little bit of time, a couple of hours, because you got to drain all the fluid out, and it just takes time for all that to happen. Not a hard job at all. You can do this yourself. The main thing that messes up on these is this little sensor right here, speed sensors, okay? What happens there is it loses, it picks up the speed off the transmission, and when it cannot do that, the transmission tells the PCM, hey, I'm at 0 speed, so the transmission won't shift. It's a code P0720, P0722, some of those codes, but your speedometer will stay at 0. Transmission will not shift out of first most of the time. Sometimes it'll hard shift up, and you can get stuck in third. There's all kinds of little symptoms. If you look those up, you'll figure what I'm talking about. So can't get an OEM one, which is $199 at dealership. Skeptical of aftermarket. So then there's a third option, and that is that you buy one like this that I did, that's been refurbished. Okay. I tried that. It was $400. It's twice as much as a new part, but it's a Ford OEM part that's been refurbished. Well, I've tried to figure out what that means. This is a molded part. You've got some pins up here, but these sensors in here are made and molded into this here. So I'm not sure what they would refurbish other than testing it on a bench for, ohm tested or something. Mine didn't work. That's the route I went. I wanted OEM. I messaged the company. They stand behind their product. I'm not going to say which company it is, because there's a couple of them out there. Put this one in, and that symptoms actually got worse through the same code, P0720, which is the speed sensor output. So I took it out, and I went with the fourth route, which is the most expensive route, but it fixed the problem. And that is that you buy one of these from Ford, because they are available if they are attached to a valve body. So the valve body from Ford is $740 on average. It's a brand new valve body, brand new lead frame attached to it. It's the same procedure that you got to drop the pan, you got to drop the valve body out to put the lead frame on anyway. So you just drop the pan, drop the valve body, put the new valve body in. Only one catch. you have to reprogram the transmission solenoid strategy into the truck or the vehicle. Could be a Mustang or something. And I didn't do that at first because I didn't understand how that worked. And I was running out of time to get it done. But there is a way to do that, and it's extremely inexpensive and easy. Okay, there's a tool called FORScan, FORScan, FORScan. You can download it for free off the internet on your laptop. There's an extended version with that, which I'm not even sure if you need for this, but I went ahead and got it. It's free for 2 months. Okay, this is a diagnostic tool that you can do all kinds of stuff that generally only the dealership can do, and it's free to the public. All you need is, and I didn't bring it here, I'm sorry about that, but you can look it up. But it's a FORScan connection tool, and it's like 20 bucks on Amazon. You can get some there a little nicer for 40, but it plugs into your laptop, plugs into the truck. There's instructions online how to do it, but basically you turn it on, you let it do its scan of the truck with the key in the on position. Your new valve body comes with a sticker that has the solenoid strategy on it. You plug those numbers in, execute, and boom, you have a new valve body. And then all you have to do is train the vehicle transmission. It's like 0 to 15 6 times, and then 0 to 50 3 times, and then after that it starts adaptive learning on its own. So that's what I did this last time. I'm returning this to the company that I bought it from for 100% refund. They say they stand behind their product, which that's great. It was off of eBay, but it didn't work. There was a guy I talked to on eBay, on YouTube, that installed a Dorman. It's been in there 7 months. He said he hadn't had any problems because the guy hadn't got back with him, but I read some forums, they only lasted a year. I don't know. I'm just saying that, the way to be, sure with these things most of the time is OEM, but these are the ones that are failing now. So anyway, when you replace them, this valve body or lead frame, you're going to need one of these. It's just a pass through for the cable. They're like 20 bucks at the dealer, and you're going to need one of these. Okay, it's another gasket type pass through. You want to buy these. Don't change them out without putting these in. And then I also learned something on the installation part. When you take the valve body down, there's a little valve up there with a spring that wants to come out. You'll see in the video to buy transmission lube to kind of hold that in while you're doing it, especially doing it by yourself. Absolutely do that. That is the ticket to putting that thing back in there and getting it to hold. And then the last thing I'll say is when you do have the valve body down, there's some tubes up in there in the middle. There could be 4. Mine had 3. There was a black, a green, and a blue. And they are specific to those holes. They could fall out whenever you take the valve body down. You want to be looking for that. They are color coded, so you can see which on the valve body that you're taking out, which hole that they go into. But you want to make sure if you've got 4 or 3 that they're in the right holes. I had 3. It was I think it was blue, green, space, black, if I'm not mistaken. But something for you to keep in mind. Also, when you're taking the valve body out, this connector here goes into this right here. You'll need to remove this prior to taking your valve body out. Just made it easier for me. And you'll put your new valve body in before you put this back in too. So anyway, there's videos about that out there. I just wanted to share my experience. So far so good on the valve body. Complete install, no codes. I cleared all the codes with FORScan. We ran the truck for 2 days. No codes of any kind came back. That's seemed to have fixed it. So good luck with your journey there. Just want to give you some suggestions, some learnings that I had. Thanks, and thanks for watching Salty Flag TV.